guys, 314 Fanatic here and back with another Destiny 2 video. Now before we get started, I wanted to mention that I'm really sorry that I haven't posted consistent content since back in January of this year, but I wanted to let you guys know that I would be posting more content this summer, especially with the current world situation we are going through. Anyways, I just wanted to apologize for the inconvenience. However, today we're going to talk about some big news that Bungie dropped in the TWAB. Felwinter's live quest, and also some speculation for future content coming up in Destiny 2. Alright, let's get right into it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, so now the two main things Bungie really hit hard in this TWAB was the idea of weapon sunsetting and new types of engrams coming in Season 11. So in the TWAB, they say, right now, if a new legendary weapon isn't better than the current, best in class, there is no reason to replace your existing weapon with it. So basically, if a new legendary weapon is better than the current one, that could risk power creep, removing challenge from the game or making the item mandatory or / the only option for challenging activities. And it says powerful weapons can be era defining, right? So they can be influential. So like the Recluse was an era defining weapon. And it says, but eventually those eras need to end so that new eras can begin. We want strong weapons to have their time in the sun, and whenever possible, we want you to expect and prepare for powerful gear to cycle out of the endgame meta. We can't solve this by just making weapons that are always better than the previous ones. This will steadily lower the time to kill in both PvP and PvE, until combat sandbox is neither fun nor tactical. They said they also want to foster a gradually evolving meta that regularly promotes experimentation and debate. We believe Destiny is at its best when you have new desirable things to pursue and when you have active debates with your clanmates about which of those new things to bring into the new raid or which is going to be hot in Trials next season. With those goals stated, they're going to break down basically how these changes will work. So each legendary weapon and piece of armor will have a max power level it can reach through infusion. Exotics will not have a max power level, which is great because you can always go to your go-to weapon and you have always a choice for 1/3 of your weapon loadout, which is really nice. And so they also say the max power level for these items will be set at a player power cap attainable 3 seasons after its release. So basically 4 seasons in total. This means all legendary gear has a 1-year span of time during which it can be used in activities where being at or near the player power cap is important. Then they're going to say the max power level of these items will be visible in-game in Season 11. But no items will be at their max power level at the start of Season 11. So basically this means all your gear will be relevant in all activities during Season 11. And basically, at the start of Season 12, weapons and armor released in Seasons 1 through 8 will have a max power level at Season 11 power player cap. Gear from Seasons 9, 10, 11, and 12 will all be infusible to new player power caps for 1 year after their release. And there are some exceptions that come from the Last Wish and Garden of Salvation raids. So I think Bungie did a real good job on that, because I really think that makes there to be an incentive to actually grind for new weapons. That kind of brings me into my next point almost, which is the new engrams. So Bungie goes on to say in the TWAB, over the last few seasons we've introduced weapon bounties that give you agency to chase specific rewards. While addressing bounty fatigue will be an effort that extends beyond Year 3, which I like because we're coming up into Year 4. For the upcoming season, we've moved away from weapon bounties as part of that effort. Instead, we're introducing a new type of redacted engram that contains the majority of the Season 11 rewards, and by spending seasonal currency, or like Warmind bits, if it was next season, you can influence the contents of this redacted engram per se. So basically, they go on to say, to clear up any confusion, they say that basically, if they launch this redacted engram this season, the engram would contain all the season of worthy weapons and armor. And then they say, now imagine you could take this engram to a Seraph bunker and spend seasonal currency to focus the contents of this engram so it only contains like a 7th Seraph SMG or shotgun. And they say by focusing redacted engrams in Season 11, you can choose your rewards. This includes the ability, once you've earned it obviously, to focus engrams so they only contain Season 11 armor with high stat packages, which I think is a very cool thematic element of this whole topic of redacted engrams, or whatever they'll call it, or whatever they will be called. So basically, all free players and Season Pass owners will receive redacted engrams while playing Season 11. So basically, if you're a free player and you have that top trio on the Season Pass, you'll still be able to get redacted engrams. So once you get all the loot, you can go for the customizable stuff with the seasonal currency. But they do say, however, only Season Pass owners can access the full suite of focusing categories in Season 11. And they say, here's the preview of the redacted engram focusing categories that all players can access after completing the Season 11 opening quest. So it says, Season 11 armor focusing reduces the number of rewards in the engram so it only contains Season 11 armor. Previous season weapon focusing converts the rewards in the engram so it only contains the 6 weapons that are returning from Season of the Dying Dawn worthy. So past 3 seasons, like they said, including the current season, which if we were in Season 12, that would be the current season, but we're not. So yeah, so past 3 seasons. When Season 11 launches, all players will get 3 focusing categories, and Season Pass owners will have an additional 15. And then they go on to state some of those. It says a list of activities that reward redacted engrams Season 11. Now, it says redacted. Obviously, those were probably going to be just maybe like just new events or something in the next season that have to do with like this, the narrative or something. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. But they say public events, strikes, gambit, crucible dungeons, raids, adventures, nightmare hunts, forges, reckoning, menagerie, escalation protocol, and blind well. Now, that's great because if you're someone who doesn't like to play reckoning, you can go play escalation protocol and get the redacted engram, right? So it gives you a lot more accessibility when you can grind a lot easier, and since there's an actual incentive to grind, because once you get these engrams, you can customize them like the seasonal currency to get the weapon you want. It makes it fun and enjoyable and also satisfying when you get that weapon. Okay, and then it says, no, in addition to the list above, redacted engrams have a chance to drop when defeating combatants anywhere in the system. So, I guess that applies to all those activities and stuff. So, basically, similar to legendary engrams, they share the same loot pool as legendary engrams, and when you hit that loot pool, you have a 66% chance to earn a redacted engram and a 34% chance to earn a legendary engram, which I think is cool because you want to chase that new stuff more, right? Because you can always go back to the old activities. Plus, those older activities can also give you the redacted engram, so you're basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone, It just makes it easier. Alright, so I thought that was good. Bungie, good job. Now, moving on to the Felwinter Lie quest. There has been a lot of grinding involved in this quest. However, Bungie did buff the Guardian completions to 5 times during the week, and on the weekend, they increased it to 10 times, which has drastically improved progress compared to when they released the quest at reset last Tuesday. On screen now is the progress of the community step, which since then, in regards to the community, has made very good progress. To give you guys my honest opinion, though, we will probably complete the first step of this quest by Monday or at the upcoming reset on May 19th. Alright, to end this video off, guys, we're going to talk about one thing I just recently noticed. For instance, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on Titan, the exclusive emblem actually says limited time, which can imply that something major could happen to Titan, like in regards to the pyramid ships arriving and maybe having one of those redacted activities on Titan. That could be one of the activities that they're talking about regarding the darkness and the Dorito ships. But guys, let me know what you think about the pyramid ships arriving in the comment section below, and also let me know your thoughts on the most recent TWAB. Alright guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. I'm 314 Fanatic, and I'll catch you later. Have a good day.